So I started working here a few years ago. Straight off, I was I was working through college. So I was at the UW, like most of people, is that we just worked during school. And I actually this is one of my first real jobs, my first cooking job. So I learned a lot here. I still don't know why they hired me. I was a terrible chef. But I learned a lot and really grew. So I worked with John Newmark, and I actually really enjoyed working with John. And he was fun to work with, but I rarely worked with him. So he used to call me Tank, which is not cool for a young girl to be called Tank. And then it turned into H3, Hummer 3. I think that's what Dylan nicknamed me after a while, because I always wanted to carry everything by myself. I was like so determined. And anyhow, so I got the nickname of Tank, which John Newmark will still call me if he sees me to this day, is Tank, which is very fun. And but I really enjoyed working with Dylan. And there's a reason why I really enjoyed working with Dylan. And Dylan was really good at explaining how to do proper technique. And Dylan really is passionate about food. He cares a lot about what he does. And that is really easily absorbed as a student, or as a young chef. So I really enjoyed working with Dylan. And another great thing that working with Dylan is that he never judged what you were doing necessarily. If you were in the middle of a rush, he wouldn't yell at you like you were doing something wrong. Like if you weren't keeping up, he would just silently come over, maybe grab a ticket or two, dish some plates for you, and help you out. He was really good about that. So you always felt like you were doing your job correctly. It's just that sometimes you need help. And I felt like a lot of other chefs weren't like that. And he was really good about that. And I really, to this day, working with Dylan is one of my favorite people to work with. If I could work with Dylan, I would. I think he's great. I think he's phenomenal. I think he loves what he does. And you knew it was gonna be a fun night in the kitchen, and Dylan always has his music up, like his 1980s rock music, and that you're like, this is awesome. So yeah, working with Dylan is great.